Jake finished, bro. Jake's stupid. Jake carnal-minded, man. Alright, now this I want to get Jeremiah 51 and 19 up.
It's Jeremiah 51 verse 19,
right.
And it reads, the portion of Jacob, I think, yeah.
It's like
the portion of Jacob is not like them.
Right.
For he is the former of all things.
Which we are.
And Israel is the right of its inheritance. The Lord of hosts is his name.
Right.
Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Right. So at that time in calamity, when that happens, 144,000 through the spirit of Yahawashi, they're gonna get those spiritual power that you see inside those movies, man. Like X-Men and Fantastic Four and I am number 4 and all that. You're gonna get those powers, you know.
Verse 20. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war.
Right.
For with thee will I break in pieces the nations.
Right.
And with thee will I destroy kingdoms.
Yeah, we're gonna take down kingdoms through the spirit of the Most High, man. And through the angels.
Jeremiah 51 and 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider.
The horse and his rider. You just saw the MP truck, right? We're gonna annihilate that like the Hulk would do, man. We're gonna destroy those tanks, man. Spirit.
And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider.
Right.
With thee will I also break in pieces man and woman.
Slewing.
And with thee will I break in pieces old and young.
Right. We gonna have no rewards like that old rag dog that we seen last week. Telling us that she ready for martial law. May the Lord preserve us so we can slew her ass too.
And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid.
Right.
I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock.
Right.
And with thee will I break in pieces the husband and the yoke of his oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captives and rulers.
Right, all the nations, man, and all the emperors and presidents and pharaohs that you call, they're gonna be slew. Matter of fact, they're gonna be taking care of our children.
And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of the Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, said the Lord.
Right, so he gonna render a righteous judgment, man, indignation to them, man. That's what's gonna happen.
Verse 25. Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain.
Right.
Saith the Lord, which destroys all the earth.
And that's talking about Esau, man. That mountain primarily talking about Esau and Edom. So they destroy the entire earth. So through the spirit of Yahawashi, man, we gonna have the Most High will give us them spiritual powers, man, and we're gonna be running through things like King David did, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the spirit that we coming in, but now he's gonna go a little deeper than he claimed he was going in. He's going to Revelation chapter 17.
The Revelations, we're going to start 17 and 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show thee unto the judge. I will show thee unto the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Right. And that great whore they're talking about is Babylon, which is America, but we're going to get into that as we keep reading on.
Verse 5. Verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication,
right,
and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication.
Right, because the philosophy and the knowledge of this society is that 2 men can get married. And also that you can eat pork all you want, and that the nigger woman, she can put weave in her hair, which is also a curse that the Most High put on them, man, by scabbing the crown, you know. So in this society, people are drinking with knowledge, man. You can color your hair all you want. Women can walk around half naked, and then they don't want a man to try and talk to them, but you presenting yourself out here as a whore, you know. That's the madness that they're drinking in. Like you have Israelite women that come here to America. They still have their hair wrapped, but they wearing some tight ass jeans that's showing their print and their booty. That's it. That's that wine that all the nations drinking of, man. That's why the other nations don't want America over them. They don't want to promote homosexuality and bigging up the women over there, because they got the women in order.
Revelation 17 and 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness,
Right.
and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast,
Right.
full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns.
And you think about that scarlet. That's scarlet is like something that you will wear to for a woman can be adorned in. For a woman can look lovely. She can look delicate in. I'm just gonna bring out a quick verse real quick just to back that up. You know, this is 1 Samuel. It's like the 2 Samuel. Like Here we go, Salakia. This is 2 Samuel chapter 1 verse 24. Ye daughters of Israel, weep over Saul, who clothed you with scarlet, with other delights, who put on ornaments of gold upon your apparel. So America looks like a beautiful and delicate woman, you know, like a virgin would look like, going to her husband. She shall be espoused to.
Verse 4. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color, and that with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication.
That's all America is full of. You know, this is the kingdom who the most eyes are upon, man. Which is in Amos 9 and 8.
Revelation 17 and 5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon, the great mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
So America is the mother of whores, man. Mainly spiritual fornication. And on top of that, how is it the mother of whores? Because in America, you can have any type of belief. You can believe in Hare Krishna. You can believe in Buddha. You can believe in a cobblestone. Hell, if you want, your damn God can be a pile of dung. Pile of shit. You can believe anything you want in America. That's how this is the whore. This is the mother of whores, man. So everyone's committing spiritual fornication, let alone physical fornication. Now that's twofold.
Revelations 17 and 7. And the angel, 17 and 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and with the blood of martyrs.
Yeah, martyrs.
The blood of the martyrs of Yahawashi. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel?
Right.
John, he marveled. You know, he smiled like, dang, that's beautiful. Because he saw America. He saw how beautiful it was. And the angel said, why marvel? You know what I mean? That place is going to be destroyed. You know what I mean? Like, that's a wicked kingdom.
That's something that John never seen before,
you know?
But he has no idea what's going on in depth.
Yeah,
you know?
marveled. Like, he probably saw the big building.
Big building, yeah. Saw planes flying. Yeah. Saw the Corvette.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
You know, he saw that red dress.
Huh. I just want to speak on that.
You good. Here.
Revelation 17 and 7. And the angel said unto me, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and the 10 horns.
And Salakia. And them 7 heads, I believe those 7 heads is Greece, Rome, British, Georgia, Germany minor, Germany major, Spain, and France. Those are the 7. I believe those are the 7 horns, 7 heads. Salakia. Okay. And the 10 horns go back to Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands. You have Spain and Portugal. You have France and Ireland, and you also it's two others to the best of my ability. But basically, the 10 heads is NATO.
Yeah, we don't have to post it.
Yeah, we don't have to post it, you know. So we're trying the best of our ability.
Come off the dome
with the spirit. But you know, just go type up NATO and they'll tell you those countries, man. You know?
Revelation 17 and 8. The beast that thou sawest was and is not, and shall ascend out of the bottomless pit and go into perdition. And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names are written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not and is and yet is.
Right. And those who gonna be written in that book is the 1/3, the 144,000.
Verse 9. And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are the 7 mountains.
Right, and those are the 7 nations. So the mountain represents a nation, the government. Right. That's better, government.
On which the woman sitteth.
Right, and that's and America sits at the top. They control everything, the EU, the UN, and all of that. They control everything. So that's that whore that sit on top of those congregations, man.
Because right now, America influenced some other countries not to sanction off Russia.
They do.
You know, so they influence them. You know, so that shows you that they control.
And they'll try and say that the UN is putting in those sanctions, but America's really the one that's putting in the sanctions. America's the enforcer. You know. Yeah.
That's why they got the United Nations over here, because they control. We want y'all over here, you know.
Yeah.
In the time of this turmoil, you know. So.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right, cause they know a lot of bad shit happening over there, man. The Yazid, I believe, like a minor religious group, they claim that ISIS has them in the mountain in the mountain range, dehydrated and dying and everything like that. I saw the video today, man. I said beautiful. You know, I said beautiful. You know, Barakatah, man. Yahawah, or Yahawashi, man. Because little do these people know, man. They see all these people over there dying and these people over there dying and starving and being dehydrated. But little do you know, they just send us for the same people, man, that put us in the cargo slave ship. Same people that send our land and everything that shit is over. That's why Gaza getting blown up, and they go back to Amos. Yeah.
So they call them Palestinians today.
Done.
Revelation 17 and 9.
Right.
And here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are the 7 mountains or governments,
right,
on which the woman sitteth.
Right.
And there are 7 kings.
Right.
5 are fallen, and one is, and another is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was and is not, even he the 8th, and is the 7th, goeth into perdition.
Right.
Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as king in 1 hour with the beast.
Right. So in 1 hour, I mean, in a short time, they're ruling with America. You know what I'm saying? They're ruling with this beast right now. That's what they're talking about, bro.
Verse 13. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast.
Right. They have one mind, I mean, they all on one accord, and whatever America asks for, they're gonna get. You know, that's why the U.S. is the only country that have embassies in every other country, and no other country have one in their own, in America's own country, in their own land. So they give power to the money too. The entire world economy ran through the American dollar, but sooner or later they're gonna create their own currency.
Verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them, for he is the Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called, chosen, and faithful.
Right, so they that are with him are the chosen. They go back to John 15 and 16. For the Jake that was up here, I believe he was a Jake. All I know, he probably could have been a Hamite. I think he could have been a Hamite, but you know,
but he probably might be Benjamin.
Could be. That's what I was thinking. You know, Benjamin called the doubt. And you know how Jake do, man. They like to buck up against the word and shit. But yeah, man. So that right there goes back to about what we were talking about earlier, about who was chosen and the faithful. You know, because it said in Romans chapter 1, Brother Bashar, give me a minute. In Romans chapter 1, so we know we going deep. You know, because he claimed he was going deep, so we finna go deep into it. So it says the just shall live by faith. So this is Romans chapter 1, verse 17. For therein is the righteousness of the Most High revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. But just because you live by faith to mean you're not going to keep the law. Because it says, for therein is the righteousness of the Most High. And what is the righteousness of the Most High? I'm going to go to Psalms. This is Psalms 1. got 119.